Hello and welcome back to another episode of Vintage Survival here on Heavy Metal Gaming as we watch the cedar get flung all over because of the tire impacting the light poles. Oh well, not a major issue until he gets stuck. Basically everybody is headed the same direction on the autodrive. The cedar is already set up. Oh, it's too funny. The cedar's already set up on a course play to start when it gets there. When the harvester arrives, I was thinking I would run the harvester, but I need to get the other equipment set up correctly. Alright, as entertaining as this guy is whacking that cedar off of everything, I'm going to pause the recording for a little bit and finish getting everything set up. As we approach the point here, I should explain what I've done with the autodrive. I've deleted most of what I had created already on these little farm roads, and I made them all, with a very few exceptions, one way, and put the autodrive points right in the middle of the road for the reasons that I brought up previously. There we go. Now, I should also note that I have, in the time that the recording was paused, getting us the rest of the way over here, had a change of plans. I am going to put the harvester onto horseplay. Because I am going to drive the grain cart. Since the sale point is one of the few things I don't have on the auto drive yet. Which of course I will remedy as I take the first load. Let's get ourselves set up here. That's gonna, of course, need to be taken right out of the way. Alright. Oh, yes, this is a very slow reversing tractor. But it'll get you there. We need to copy and clear that first, paste that in. Beautiful. And if I pull over here, even more beautiful. But I can do one better. We're at field 186, and what we can do is take this to the farm since it is close. And if I link the two, I start this guy right now. Beautiful. So he will just cycle and get the work done. Oh, buddy. Are you okay? Alrighty, now, whoop. At the end of the last episode, we talked about replacing the larger Parker with one or two more Parkers. Well, I did something a little different. I got another of the smaller Parkers, and then I got two other small wagons. They have a slightly smaller capacity than the Parker ones do, which is funny because they look physically bigger. But it is what it is. And so we have quite the wagon train behind us. We need to get this off of that. And we already need to start catching up. Yeah, how did I know he was hooked on another one? Can I tree delete this? Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, but the tree deletion, it's almost like I have an option turned off for Lumberjack. Lumberjack, cut anywhere. Yes, it's on. There is no setting. I don't know. But he's stuck again. Thankfully, he's here. Alright. Time to put you guys onto a time lapse. Have seen the other cheaper wagons don't work. They don't trigger the pipe, and this time we know for sure that it's not the combine, that it is the wagon. So they're gonna go, unfortunately. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Things are progressing relatively trouble-free. There have been a few minor incidents, but nothing too terrible. Alright. We do need to turn this on. We're going to set this to 170. That is where the next field is at. I don't know about the tipping point yet. We'll find that out when we find that out. Alright, so where are the points in here? Alright, it looks like one of them is right there. This would be for your grains. And there's the other one for the root crops. Perfect. Oops, there we go. So we'll just cycle in here. That'll get the first wagon emptying. And the second one as well. So what we're going to do is go and just sell the 2 red wagons back. We'll take a slight loss on them, but they don't work properly, so... And of course, you know, my fault for not testing them ahead of time. Alright, looks like we're getting, yep, there we go, empty. And the rest is ours. The rest is ours. Alright, so we'll mark this as grain elevator. Okay, so this is grain elevator and this is root crops. Grain elevator, whoops, elevator. That goes under sale points. And honestly, we are hurting enough that we will end up dumping that, I'm sure of it. We need the money. Oops. Forgot I had the time on pause for a minute while I fixed something that had nothing to do with the game. Yeah, we'll have to get the wagons out of the way before I can fix that, because I screwed it up. Alright, there we go, and of course we do want to be able to come in from this side as well. So let's record some more. Pull this one back a little bit. That one too. Nice. And We need to split this off to go through root crops. Then we can move that to sale points as well. And if we continue that line around, perfect. Now let's set this for our new grain elevator. Send it, but then send it. Oh, 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 oh. Come on, stop. Send it too close. There we go. Send it and forward it. This looks like it should work out just fine. But of course, where does the other contract go? Let's collect our money from that. We got another sowing contract in progress as well. The wheat goes to the farmer's market, which, no problem. I want to see if it's going to trigger, but you guys can watch this. Everything finished. Well, everything for this at least. That was a little weird. That's why. It jumped tracks because this track was marked as a primary. There we go. Well, might as well get what we can reach over here too, huh? Either way, we are Gonna head back to our field. So we'll let that guy go. I don't think we need that pulled up. You guys can probably hear Reese shaking her head in the background, snapping her collar all over, rattling the tags on it. She's a goof. I just don't know about the AI sometimes on the autodrive. I made sure that he had a shorter route, and he's going the longest route possible, which doesn't make any sense. I think the settings might need a little tweaking on that. Make him take just a little longer thinking about where the heck he's going. Oh. So that was field 170. Oh, hang on. No, I did that right. But from 170, if we look at it here on the map, see, he can, from here, he could go right up and right out and right down here and around the corner, and there's this point. But yeah, from 170, which is right here, this is actually going to be closer. So we're going to change this to co-op fodder. Really? Can't just finish that turn? And now you're going to get hung up. But only briefly. Okay. But then less briefly. I tell ya. What the heck happened there? Oh, I know damn well what happened there. Nope. It's under these settings. Automatic cutter attach. That doesn't work. Yeah, the automatic cutter attach. The combine is supposed to spin around and grab its own cutter off of its trailer, but it doesn't. Oh well. Well, this guy's on his way. This guy's almost done. And we will end with a cultivating contract using this guy as soon as he parks his wagons. We are on the final headwind of this cultivating contract. It is late at night, and I've stopped the time for now just to finish this up. Oh, what a day. We got some good contracts under our belt. Made a decent amount of money. However, it is the end of the day. So, it is time for me to bid you adieu. As always, I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I will see you on the next one.